Round 2 of the bus adventures happened today. And we brought the bus back down in San Jose now. What we're seeing, tiende agua para mapero at a Mexican food truck today.
We're learning Spanish. We're learning about rear differentials, and it's actually not the rear differential. The first person we took it to was Gearmaster, this bus that was locking up on us on the way to Santa Cruz. And basically we assumed it was the rear differential. This guy at Gearmaster was just a boss. He said, nope, there's no sound, there's no reason to believe it. He sent us over to where? Navarro Truck. Navarro Truck took one look at it. He said, nope, go visit Hector at 5Gs. Not to be mistaken for 5Ds. 5Gs. Anyways, Hector and it's maybe his wife, Maria, yeah, she's an angel. She liked our necklaces because we have the EMF, shungite, and then another volcanic stone there for the electromagnetic frequencies. Also, universal sign, what's up? And she was studying energy. And from Peru. And told us that we're all energy. It's all energy. We are all energy. That's the truth of the matter. Okay, so this bus adventure is really exciting. Now we have this guy that we highly trust. What we're going to attempt to show you on our videos are two things, is an education of our ideas and thoughts before they turn into the vision of what's coming. Simultaneously, we want you guys to see the divinity in action. And, you know, like today, for example, was just divinity in action. It shows us constantly you're on path. And the same thing that you're seeing here, which is like synchronicity, it's called synchronicity, is how you know that you're in the right place, even if you may feel like you're not. It's like these signs and symbols that are constantly saying good people, good places, good things. Because truly, it seems like, a problem, right? At the start. But then you let a problem, right? The problem exists either way. Regardless of our ideas and perceptions about the situation, the objective data is that we have a vehicle that has got an auto issue that needs to be fixed. Any stories regarding, any stories and narratives about that don't help the situation, right? Expand this situation into every stressful situation in life, where perceived stressful situation, really all it is a situation that needs a solution. Solution finding. So the solution is presenting to us, and we want a safe automobile. Right? And so now we have sifted and we've gone from one really awesome person who is helping us figure it out to another really awesome person. Oh, yeah. To now we have someone who is so awesome that they said that they want to keep it so that they can drive it up and figure it out for us because they want it to be safe. And now we are going, which is our ultimate goal, is a safe, reliable vehicle to bring the Lord's message, the universe message, whatever you want to call it. I say we do the Lord's work. It's Lord's work. We do the Lord's work. That's it. It's just what it is. Yeah. And by Lord, we're talking about like the one divine creator source that is multidimensional in everyone, in you, in him, in myself. And Sisu the bear dragon. Sisu the bear dragon, and the atoms in the quantum field. And so, side note though, we were struggling last time as well with the fucking honk going off in the bus. The horn was going off in the bus. Listen to this story. Apparently, enough children were left on the buses in the world after hours to fend for themselves in the bus barn that they had to install get your ass back here and press this blinking blue button to make sure there's no more children you left on the bus alarm. So we were not aware of this alarm, so we didn't press the button in the back of the bus, but apparently Joni the angel came out, another one of the angels from today. So she helped us figure it out. We were thinking we were going to have to redo the whole GD electrical system,
Or we would end up probably just cutting a bunch of wires until we figured out this one, how to make the noise stop. Instead, we just got to press a blue button in the back of the bus, because kids are getting left on buses all over the world every day. Your child could be left on the bus. No more! The risk is gone in this county because Marin County, thank goodness, has got the get your ass back here and make sure there are no kids left on this bus alarm.
Joni got on the bus. She made us figure out that it wasn't an electrical. It's such a learning opportunity. We realized it wasn't an electrical issue. It was actually a resolution for, wow, this lighting looks really good on me right now. And so
this is also a process of letting go of our egos as we work through this.
Yeah. So here's the idea.
You have to have an ego, and ego keeps you alive. Ego is not ultimately the enemy. It is just owning the ego as a part of your friend and the thing that allows you to have this experience of reality.
And also owning,
But you are also not it.
Yeah, owning the self-love and owning your beauty and owning, who you are, and not letting it own you is really important. That's a fine dance to play. We're going to be going into so many of these concepts and these ideas, and really, what we're thinking in terms of what we want to present to the individuals. We, on our journey, have recognized the idea that the reality we live in is a very hologram-esque atomic structure that's held together through fields of energy. This is a fact of what we're trying to explain to individuals who are so disconnected from this truth. And so understanding that certain illusions, or it's called Maya, keep us away from knowing this truth. And so our systems of letting go are intended to be designed to help you detach from perspectives that keep you tied in your persona, aka fear, aka cortisol states, which keep you in the illusion, which keep you trapped from actually becoming the full creator that you are, to flow into synchronicity states.
So, we're going to teach letting go. How to let go of the illusion for long enough that you can experience transcendent peace. That is a meditation, right? And meditation is a foreign topic to so many people. However, everyone desires transcendent peace, right? People would love to have peace of mind and to no longer be stressed, to no longer be anxious, to no longer have shame and guilt and all of these other things that we carry around with us that burden us down and make us so sad and heavy. And
you don't live that way.
So,
but the cure is in the pain. And
through that letting go process, by being able to let go and experience moments of that peace that is always happening all around us. The peace is always happening. All we have to do is stop doing. We have to let go of our stories. We have to stop telling any narratives whatsoever. And it starts with your sensations. Becoming aware of the sensations of your body, embodying them. How the air around you is dancing all over your skin. How the prana, the life force, feels as you breathe it into your body and into your nose. And then becoming one with this system. You are not separate from nature because we are nature. So we become one with nature and just the isness that is being, and then we can become one with the one thing that is the quantum field that we are all a part of, that we are not separate from.
So there's these two states of being.
And then, after you get to that point, then you can reprogram the mind. And that's the real blessing, is that after you get done accessing peace and the field of information that is always available, that is recording this video out of thin air on a rather, a 1 pound device in my hand, is recording all of this in high definition nonetheless. Ding! Wow, are these things good. So now you can reprogram the mind. can start to change the operating system, which is the programs between the ears, right? So you've got to let go. You've got to be able to access the piece of what is in the field of energy that we're all a part of. And then you've got to reprogram the programs, just like a computer program, so you can have the most functional existence in life.
So the fundamental premise we're looking at then is to identifying the two states and to be readily prepared to discern when you are in a compressed state of separateness versus you are in a state of oneness, in a flow state, understanding that everything that is happening in the moment, that is everything that is occurring, is actually happening for, yes.
That's meant to be. See, even this little ledge right here that we just discovered for the recording of this adventure.
Everything in oneness, in truth, in reality, in lightness, out of darkness is always happening in your favor. You have been setting down desires, rockets of desires. You've been setting down wants. You've been setting down dreams. You've been setting down intentions since birth, since even before you came into this lifetime. So everything that's happening in the current moment is only ever happening for you. It's happening for your benefit. Meaning that if you desire to be an entrepreneur or business person, but you're still stuck in habits of fear and lack and laziness, you're not going to wake up one morning and all of a sudden become it.
You got to paddle your boat.
Life is going to find a situation that's going to peel you out of it. Let go or be dragged. This is how it works. It means life is asking you, okay, let go. It kind of knocks on the door first, real quietly. And then you're like, okay, I get it, but I'm going to still lay here. I'm not going to go do the work. And then it's going to knock a little bit louder, and it's going to say, okay, hey, how bad do you want it? You keep thinking about it, you keep dreaming about it, you keep praying about it, and then you're still sitting on the couch, still watching TV, not doing the thing that you want to do, and then it starts banging the door so loud that you're getting jolted a bit. And so finally, with enough ignoring, it breaks that door down, it grabs you by the throat, and it yanks you out of there and puts you, guess where? Into an office space that you can't leave, so you can have to do the work. And then in the moment it may feel tumultuous, but a year from now, whenever you're banking and you're rolling in the success of your life, you're going to be like, oh my God, I'm so grateful for that one event that seems so terrifying to me. And so this is the idea, and what we're calling life, what we're calling oneness, what we're calling the unseen, the unknown, is this higher future version that is already there. The past and the future and the now are all entangled into each other. So what that means is, if you can approach this with less resistance, which means can you flow in true surrender? Can you identify the patterns of your mind that are trying to say, that's scary, I can't do it, I won't be able to make that happen. And this is the process of letting go. It's being in the moment when the mind, when the body is thinking it's protecting you, but really it's holding you back from everything you're wanting. So letting go of who you were, letting that ego body die, letting that old persona that used to live in security and safety and not in success and joy and abundance has to go.
And then you start the rebuilding process where you actually take yourself from the bottom, right? Clean slate. Now you are here. The now moment. There is only ever the now moment, but now you are here. And when you can let go of all those stories in the now moment here, whoa, it's literally life is an oyster, and with sword we shall open, because that's the opportunity that we all have right now. And so we have to believe, we have to take those strategic, actionable checkpoints. And one of them is knowing what you want to do, right? You've got to know what you want to do, where you want to go, right? If you're on a map and you're looking, you've got to know where you are on the map before you are ever going to be able to find directions anywhere.
Just alignment. That's what the noise is. We're borrowing Ricky's truck. Ricky's the greatest. Really sweet. Yeah, and so we're excited to cultivate the letting go process in a fashion that speaks to the individual that's enraptured in the matrix system. And so hopefully, you know,
we're gonna stop manifesting automobile difficulties. You know, now it gets to a point where you recognize that your thought process is magical, and it's also black magical.
Right.
Because truly it's a double-edged sword, right? So where your energy is focused is like a magnifying glass, and that magnifying glass is going to build heat and energy. And now, so we're looking for healthy models who have already achieved what you want to achieve, because their energy has been focused successfully for long enough that they figured it out how to do it. And now we just have to believe that we're about to have to pull over and like make sure these lug nuts are all tightened all the way. Or maybe it's just this antenna is catching wind. Anyway.
It's when I turn the wheel to the left.
Maybe it's rubbing, I don't know. Okay. Well, when you have those models and when you know where you're going, then you have to believe in the stepwise processes those people use to attain those goals, because truly anything that has ever been done, anything that ever is, was a thought first. The Golden Gate Bridge, right? The bridge that we were crossing, like that is a monumental conundrum to solve, right? How are we going to build a road across this gigantic waterway? Same way you eat an elephant, one bite at a time, right?
Yeah.
One step at a time, one pour of concrete, you know, one steel beam, one thing at a time. And so we don't get caught up in the whole thing, right? We're not getting caught up in the stories of the angst about what it's going to take to achieve that goal. We are just here now assessing data. And then now we can go, well, what is the next small thing we can do to move towards that goal? And for us, you know, it is making sure we have a safe bus right now. And then we're going to take the bus apart. We already have pictures of what we want it to look like, and it's going to be mostly an office, right? We want a mobile office that also is like a cozy place where maybe we can do some mobile meal prepping, right? So we're going to be using like induction cooktops, right? And you know, we're open to ideas. If you all have ideas about solar, we're going to be investigating solar and trying to figure out about different setups for our battery systems for the bus, and how we can have, you know, the best mobile wireless if we need it for our movement calls and screens that we do with clients all over the world, or just how to, you know, be off grid as safe as possible. So it's exciting, and it's all coming together really, 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 really nicely.
Yeah, we know that this has been a dream that's been cultivating for several years now, and we're really excited to put the programs together, because more than anything, we want to share our information, our wealth of information, these ideas that somehow I don't think are just privy to us, yet somehow I think that we've been given the responsibility through our talents and through our knowledge and through our connection to share this really profound way out, this way to feel and live the life that you have with optimal happiness, to live truly in joy, to have values around health and feeling good, and to not create any kind of confusion or discernment that you need to be better, or that you have to work hard in order to get appreciated, or that anything that makes you feel that you're not good enough has all been a part of the lie of that system, what we call matrix, which essentially is this system that feeds into itself, and it uses our energy to help perpetuate itself. And really what ends up happening is we spend, 30, 40, 50 years of our lives never fulfilling the dreams that we had as children, the places that we wanted to go see, the freedom that we want to express. Like, these are all the reasons why we are on this planet. And what ends up happening is we
follow this linear approach to getting a job, paying a mortgage for 40 years, you never leave your home, and even though it may be a good life, it may not be the optimal life. And we don't want anybody to waste this life experience. This life experience is the most valuable thing that we have. It's a gift. It is a gift. And yeah. So we'll talk about
it's so great. It's so great.
So good.
And combining the different strategies of, movement with mindset, with nutrition, to provide a transformational experience is the point of this bus. The point of the bus is to go down and investigate and find, to have the time and the freedom to focus on our vision of helping people to break out of this system that is so unsatisfying, that is so unhealthy, that is killing them literally. Figuratively and literally, the current system is killing people at an unacceptable rate, such that people are now living shorter lives than they were in the recent years because we are so unhealthy. The whole system, right? It is a conditioned societal system. And it is not based on rules that promote happiness or health or longevity. Happiness, health, longevity. What other aspirations should a society strive for than happiness, health, and longevity? These are basic human needs. These are the important aspects of our existence. Because what a shame to go through this life experience and never have happiness, health, or harmony, or peace of mind, or homeostasis.
Those are the foundations of the choices you make in the morning are revolving around health and happiness. Firstly, like, if your choices are not incorporating into, am I eating really well? Am I exercising and moving really well? Am I sleeping really well? If those things are not being done and all your attention is going on to like working to create wealth at the expense of those things, that's a dysfunctional value
If you are
system.
not feeling love really well, right? Oh, I'm sorry. Because it's there. It's all around us. It's in you. It's all around you. It's the air that we breathe. The experience of awe and love in the now moment. To just be able to observe the hillside and the woods and get out into nature and to experience the majesty of this life and to be able to embody peace and love and joy. That is just the basis of life, of a good life. And so we will, to the best of our abilities, solemnly swear to bring forth all of the best information, all of the most beneficial systems, all of the best of the best of the best of the best that we've learned after spending collectively over $1 million on our education to you for free, because we want you to know it.
That's true.
We truly desire that.
And I think it's even beyond us, to be honest with you. Life is asking for us to transform as a collective conscious. And I think that this is not even a choice that we're making on our own. I think this was inscripted in us.
So we feel that Mama Divine, we pull it up from the center of the earth right into our heart spaces. And we resonate that Divine Mother out to the rest of the planet, and we come together in glorious praise and sincere gratitude.
We love you guys. All the love.
And all the power.
Yeah.
soon.